Hi, Mark Savage with Savage on Wheels here. Today we're looking at the value end of the market. You know, when I was a young guy buying cars, first of all, they were cars. They weren't crossovers and SUVs. And like I had a Tercel that didn't even have a radio. That was the low end of the market. Well, today's low end of the market has moved a lot more upscale, and it's just a whole lot nicer. Today what we got here is the Nissan Kicks. And the Kicks starts around $20,000. This one's $23,000 plus an option package on it, makes it about $24,200. It's a very nice little car, gets good gas mileage, and I think it's pretty attractive. So, you know, the low end of the market's not so low anymore, but not as many sedans as there used to be. This is another little crossover, but it does not have all-wheel drive and isn't available with all-wheel drive. You know, some of the low end don't start off with that all-wheel drive. Some you can add to it for a couple of $1,000s. This one doesn't have that. But nimble handling, nice little car, and you know, we'll show you a little bit more about this. Yeah, so one of the things that changed for 2021, and you know, this has been out for just a couple of years now, is that they have a whole new grille on this thing. Gives it a little bolder look, I think. Nice thin lights, and they did the same on the back, some thin lights. So I think gives it a lot more of a modern look, and this replaces the old Juke, which I thought was a little bit goofy looking, but I think this is real sharp. You know, part of the value of this car for Nissan is that it comes automatically with what they call Safety Shield 360, which is a lot of the safety equipment that you used to have to pay extra for on cars, but now they're starting to come out, you know, standard in a lot of the even low-end cars. That includes automatic braking, emergency braking, so in case somebody pulls out in front of you, you know, it'll put on the brakes. It recognizes a pedestrian along the side of the road so you don't run into a pedestrian. We've got the blind spot warning. We've got the rear backup. When you back up, it will brake automatically if something is in the way. And the cross traffic alert in the back also. And automatic high beam headlights. So talk about, you know, that's most of the stuff that most of us would ever want on a car for safety. It doesn't have the lane departure right now, but I'm sure you can add that as an extra. You know, one of the reasons that this can be a fairly inexpensive car too for Nissan to make is that they have one engine choice. It's got a 1.6 liter i4, it gets 122 horsepower, which isn't a lot. It's down probably 20 horsepower on a lot of the other cars and crossovers in this category, but it's really plenty fine, you know, as far as especially around town. It's pretty zippy. Getting on the highway, you got to punch it a little bit, and the engine makes a little more noise to get on the highway, but after that it quiets down. But there is a little more road noise because you got a little more hum from the tires here. You know, I know I mentioned price earlier, but one of the things that makes this a good value too is that the option package here, the premium package that this car has on it, is only $1,200. And with that, well, I've got a heated steering wheel, I got heated front seats, and I got a Bose sound system with, I believe it's 8 speakers in here. So, you know, that's for a small car that, you know, you're probably going to have 2 people in here most of the time. That's great. You know, again, a high value for under $25,000. All right, so we got the SR model here, and again, part of the value is that we've got a leather steering wheel, flat bottom wheel, which I like. We got contrasting stitching there. Got leatherette seats and contrasting stitching on the dash and on the seats. That's nice. You know, we added the option package here to give us the heated seats and the heated steering wheel, so that's nice. And then up here, a really nice screen. There's an 8-inch screen in here, a 7-inch in the very base car. And one of the features I like on the SR here is the 360-degree camera, which makes parking easy. Plus, you can just see out in case you're getting too close to something. So I like that. Again, there's painted roof rails up on the top of the car too. That's another thing that comes with the SR. So, you know, you can go as cheap as possible at the $20,000 range for the S model, or you can come up to the $23,000 to $24,000 range for this SR. And that pretty much has everything you would ever possibly want on a nice entry-level car, probably on a mid-level car.